Hello, students. Let us get back to the discussion on the chapter 1 Food. Where does it come from? Take one pencil. What did you eat at home today? Find out what your friends ate today. Did you eat the same kind of food yesterday and today? No, you are taking different types of food in at different times. Suppose yesterday at night in during dinner, when you are having dinner, you have taken chapati and vegetable curry, anda curry, those who are non-veg. But today your mother may cook fish or mutton or chicken, chili chicken, and vegetables curry, maybe kheer, maybe custard. So daily you are not taking the same kind of food. You are taking different kind of food at different times. Ask your friends in the school about the items they would be eating during a day. See if you have any friends in other state and ask her that what she or he has taken or in her breakfast or in lunch what she will take. There seems to be so much variety in the food that we eat. What are the food items made of? Think about food items, that means for cooking raw rice, for cooking raw rice into rice, then we have to boil the rice in water. So only two ingredients are needed. What are the ingredients? This rice and water. And for cooking one good dish, that means suppose your mother is today your mother wants to cook vegetable curry. So what she needs? She needs different kind of vegetables, and for making tasty salt, spices and oil is the medium in which she has to cook, and so on. Now come to activity 2. Choose some of the items you listed in table 1.1 and try to find out what ingredients are used to prepare this by discussing with your friends, and also those who are elder at your home, you can ask them that how you will cook. So for cooking, what are the ingredients are needed, you please ask and fill up this box. So what by this, what do you find? We find that some ingredients common for food items. Suppose I want to cook anda curry and vegetable curry. So what are the common food ingredients are needed during cooking? Oil, then spice, then salt, and those who want to make it little bit sweeter in taste, then they can add sugar. So these are the common ingredients for cooking the different recipes. Food materials and sources. It may be easy for us to guess the sources of some of the ingredients that we listed in table 1 and 2. Fruits, vegetables. For instance, so fruit and vegetable, it never needs to cook. Directly we are taking by washing the food by fruits, that means banana, then apple, orange, all these are the example of fruits we are taking directly. Where from we get these fruits? We are getting these fruits from plant, of course. What are the sources of rice or wheat? That is also comes from paddy and wheat plant. Paddy and wheat are cultivated with rows and rows of plants which give us these grains. We are getting, after harvesting, we are getting grains. And these food items like milk, egg, meat, which comes from animal. So, what we conclude, that we are getting food from plant sources also and animal sources. Plant sources means fruit, vegetables, then wheat, wheat, rice, all are the plant products, and milk, egg, meat, all are etc. are animal products. Let us take the food item listed earlier and try to find out where they come from, the ingredients and their sources. Some examples, feel as you have to fill, that means idli. For making idli, what are the ingredients needed? Rice, urad dal, salt, water, and these are the sources. These are all plant sources. Then chicken curry, chicken, spices, oil or ghee, water. So chicken is animal product. Then spices, most of the spices are plant product. Oil and ghee may be from plants or animals, but mostly that means oil. We are mustard oil, we are getting, and then rice oil, we are, and all these are the plant products. Then ghee is animal product. Ghee is, it is made from the it is made the um, from cream of the milk. So milk is animal product, and by churning the cream of the milk, we are getting ghee. So ghee is animal product. Now kheer, milk, it is animal product. Rice, one of the ingredients for making kheer, that is plant product. Sugar, it is from sugarcane, so it is also plant product. What do we conclude about activity 3? Plant are the sources of food ingredients like grains, cereals, vegetables, and fruit. Remember this, plants are the sources of food ingredients. Sources of food ingredients. What are the example of sources of food ingredients? And from plant, grains, cereals, vegetables, and fruits. Animals provide us milk, meat products, and eggs. Meat, milk, and eggs. Cows, goat, and buffaloes are some common animals which gives us milk, and from milk we are getting milk products like butter, cream, cheese, curd are used all over the world. So plant product and animal product, I think it is clear to you. Plant are one source of our food. Which part of the plant? Which part? This is the different edible parts of plants. See the figure? Different edible parts of the plant. And a plant has two parts. That means two systems, root system and shoot system. The two main parts of a flowering plant, the root system, the two main parts of a flowering plants, the root system and the shoot system. The root system lies underground. You know, roots, you can't see root above the soil, so most of the plant, the root is inside the soil. That means the language will be, the sentence will be, the root system lies underground and helps to fix the plant in the soil. So root system lies underground and helps to fix the plant in the soil. The shoot system is made up of the stem and its branches, the stems and its branches. It bears leaves, you see, it bears leaves, buds, flower, fruits. What are called buds? Buds are condensed shoot. They may be axillary or terminal. That means axis, you know, and terminal means sideways. Buds grow into new shoot. Later on, buds grow into new shoot. That means branches. or into Buds grow into new shoots. Shoots means branches or into flower. So buds grow into new shoots, that means branches, or into flower. Primary root, the main, then you see the root, primary root and secondary root. Primary root means the main root continues to grow and give off a number of branches on either side. They are called secondary root. So in root system there are two types of root, primary root, and you see in the figure it is written primary root and secondary root. So primary root, what is called primary root? The main root continues to grow and gives off a number of branches on either side. They are called secondary root. Leaves. The leaves arise at the node. You see the figure? Node is written. Node is here, pointed out. So the leaves arise at the node and bear a bud in their axil. This is node. This is node. And so leaves arise at the node and bears bud in their axil. This is bud. This is bud. Leaves are green in color and prepare food for the plant. So where from leaves come out? Leaves arise at the node and bear a bud in their axil, and leaves are green in color and prepare food for the plant. We may eat many leafy vegetables. Example is cabbage. We eat fruits of some plants, sometimes roots also, sometimes stems and even flowers. we have already we have already tested the pumpkin flour, which is dipped in rice paste and fried. It is very much tasty. And do you know that the potato and onion are stems modified to store food? Potatoes and onions are stems. Here it is written leafy vegetables, that means cabbage. We eat fruits of some animals, mango, apple, all are plant product. Sometimes sometimes stems. So in stems, potato and onions are the stems modified to store food. So are turmeric, that means haldi, and colocasia, that means arbi. So why do we eat food? We eat food to get energy for growth, repair and maintenance of the body, to fight against diseases. Why do we eat food? We eat food to get energy for growth and repair and maintenance of the body, and to fight against the diseases. And the ingredients which are needed for cooking any recipe, that means rice. If we want to make boil and a dish of boiled rice, we have to take rice and water. If we want to cook vegetable curry, we need different kinds of vegetables. Salt, it is common to all recipes. Spices, it is also common to all recipes. Oil, it is also common to all recipes, and so on. Some roots some roots store food. Roots of some plants are modified or look different from roots of some roots store food. Roots of some plants are modified or look different from ordinary roots. So you can compare a carrot, radish, turnip is a modified taproot. Is this plant the taproot gets swollen with stored food? Yes, carrot, radish, then turnip, their taproot becomes swollen. As it is, why it is swollen? That means it is swollen as they store extra food in it, extra food in it, in the form of glucose. From all food items we have listed, and choose these items whose ingredients are obtained from plants and which part of a plant, and identify, and we have to list the food items and plant parts. Now take some moong or chana. You are frequently taking this one. This is highly nutritious. Put some small quantity of seeds in a container filled with water and leave aside for a day. Next day, you drain the water completely and leave the seed in the vessel. Wrap them with a piece of wet cloth and set aside. What you will see, the following day you will observe there is a change in the seed. A small white thread like structure may have grown out of the seed. If so, the seed have been, it is called sprouted. It is called, the seed has been sprouted. If not, wash the seed in water, drain the water, and leave them aside for another day. Cover it with a wet cloth. The next day, see if the seeds have sprouted or not. By washing the sprouted seed, we can eat them. They can also be boiled. If we add some spices, it becomes tasty. It becomes tasty by adding tomatoes, onion, then black salt, and then some few drops of lemon juice. It becomes tasty. Now, honey is another thing we get from animals. We get honey is another thing we get from animals. It is tasty and nutritious. It is tasty and nutritious. Nutritious means pushtikar, and is used to make Ayurvedic medicines. So honey is another product that we are getting from animals. So honey is an animal product. It is not plant product. It is an animal product. It is tasty and nutritious and is used to make Ayurvedic medicines. Bees make honey from the nectar of flowers. Bees make honey from the nectars of flower and store it in their hives where they live, beehives. Extracting honey from a beehive is a skill not, that people have to learn. That not all the people can extract honey from the hives. Extracting honey from the beehive is a skill. It is a skill that people have to learn. There are some that eat insects. Some live on nectar, some that content to live on the decaying matter in soil, and others that are very choosy about leaves they munch. Now you can understand the food habit. The food habit. Actually, some they feed on insects, some live on nectar, some, in some animals their food habit is to live on decay and matter in the soil, and others that are very choosy, that means herbivorous, that means cow, buffalo, then giraffe, deer, they are very much fond of leaves and they munch. Now, according to the food habits, first group is herbivores. That means these animals which eat only plants or plant products. The animals which eat only plants and plant products, they are called herbivores. They are called herbivores. These are called herbivores. There are some animals which eat other animals. So they are in group 2. These animals are called carnivores. These animals are called carnivores. And omnivores means the animals which eat both plants and animals. Both plants and animals. They are called omnivores. They are called omnivores. We know that there are many amongst us who do not get, yes, many people, those who are not getting sufficient food. We need to find ways due to population explosion. Many people, they are not getting properly the sufficient food. So that is why we need to find ways, the means by which more and more food can be produced in the country. More and more food can be produced in the country to fulfill the demand of the population. That will not be enough. So we will need to find ways to ensure that this food is made easily available to each one of us. To each one of us. Now you see, we can say at last, every organisms needs energy. But this energy, where from we are getting? We are getting from food to carry on different life activities and to do work. So these activities, regular activities, that means eating, writing, sleeping, and all these system, digestive system, reproductive system, then excretory system, then respiratory excretory system, then circulatory system, all these system, we need energy, and that energy we are getting from food. And you know that our body is made up of millions of cells. That means we are multicellular organism. There must be there must be, suppose one cell, after the destroy of the one cell, another cell is replaced. So for the growth and development of the cells, for the repair, growth and development of the cells, we need food. And what type of food we need for that repairing? Protein. This energy comes from food. That means every organism need energy and needs energy to carry on with the process of living. So this energy comes from food. Food also provides the material needed for the growth of the body. So when you have taken birth, you are too small, just and a newborn baby, and now you think you are a grown-up boy. So how it can be possible? Food also provides the material for the growth of the body. It helps to repair injuries tissues. For example, skin, bones in case of cuts and fractures. In case of cuts and fracture, we need food for healing. It is needed to continually replace of the old tissue. For example, hair, blood, and the skin. It is all, food is also needed to continually replace the tissues. For example, what is called tissue? Similar kind of cells group together to form tissue, and several tissue group together to perform a similar function. That means that is hair, blood, and skin are the example of tissues. Lastly, it helps to build body resistance against diseases and to fight infection and help the body recover from illness. In short, all organisms, including plants, need food for to get energy, for growth, repair, and maintenance of the body, to fight diseases. Now, cereal, pulses, vegetable, fruits, food from plants. These are the plant products. Cereals, that means rice, wheat, barley. Then pulses, that means moong dal, chana dal, musur dal, urad dal. Vegetables, that means cauliflower, cabbage, brinjal, etc., etc. Gourd. Fruits, that means apple, orange, banana. Spices, that means coriander powder, cumin powder. Then haldi. Oil, that means mustard oil, and rice oil, refined oil. Tea leaves, sugar. Plants provide us with most of our food and drinks. Some In some plants the root is edible. I have given you example: carrot, turnip, then carrot, turnip, and uh, radish. While in other it is the fruit, stems or leaves. Stems also, modified stem, potato, then onion, all are the modified stem. They store extra food in the form of a glucose. More than one part of the plant may also be eaten. Yes, definitely. In banana, you see, we are eating plantain, then ripe plantain, that means banana, then the flower of banana, then inside the stem there is on continuation of the after giving the fruit, that means banana, one stem inside, another white, like that is also eatable. So we are taking many parts of this plant. Sometimes the fruits and seeds are fused or stuck together, that means mixed up with each other. You cannot peel off the fruit from the seed. Grains or cereals, that means guava, total fruits we are taking. But in mango, we can peel off, and inside it is pulp. That one we are having. We are not eating the skin. Then banana also, we are eating inside fruit. Then papaya also. But lady's finger, total. Tomato, total. Brinjal also total. Cucumber, we are peeling sometimes. And seeds, pulses, peanuts, almonds, walnut, coconut, fenugreek, that means methi. Flower, cauliflower, broccoli, moringa, that means banana. Then leaf, spinach, palak shak, cabbage, lettuce, fenugreek, that means methi shak we are eating. We are, by cooking we are eating methi shak, that means leafy vegetables. Stem, sugar cane, then potato, colocasia arbi, ginger, onion. Root, carrot, radish, beetroot, turnip, sweet potato. Seeds and grains have a lot of stored food material. So, seeds and grains, they store a lot of food materials. This, where it is used, this food is used by the developing seedling or baby plant. That means I have already discussed about this word, that means sprouted. This from this sprouted seed, baby plants are, or seedling are developing. So when the seed germinates, this process is called germination. Sprouting of seed is called germination. So in this germinating seed, roots and underground stem like carrot, onion, and potato also have stored food that baby plants can use. Milk, meat, eggs come from animals. Cow and buffaloes are the chief provider of milk, though in some places people do have the milk of other animals like camels, goat, and yak. Yogurt, butter, cheese, paneer, ghee, ice cream, sweets, chocolates, milkshakes. There are some many things that we make from milk. Birds or fowl kept for meat and eggs. and are called poultry. So, what is called poultry? Birds or fowl kept for meat and eggs. The most common domestic fowl is the chicken. People do keep ducks and other birds too. Sheep and goats are some other animals that provide us meat. Fish, other than this, fish, crabs, lobster, that means giant prawns come from rivers, lakes, and the sea. Fish oil and eggs are considered to be very nutritious. Honey, just right now I read that honey is another thing we get from animals. It is tasty and nutritious and is used to make Ayurvedic medicine. Bees make honey from nectar of flower and store it in their hive. Extracting honey from beehive, it is a type of skill that not all people can extract honey from beehive. It is a skill that people have to learn. A place where bees are kept for the production of honey is called apiary, and the beekeeping is called apiculture. Now, how the topic of the chapter is the topic of the chapter food. Food, you see, where does it come from? It comes from, it may be plant source or animal source. And also I discussed the source and the food from plant source and food from animal source. So this much is for today, and I am telling you that I already from the beginning of this our new session, I have sent all the study materials, and you please go through. If you don't have, then ask your group friends that please give me the study material or send me the study material through WhatsApp, and you read and read to drill the questions related to objective types, because 4 options will be given. One is the correct answer, that one you have to give tick mark. And yeah, actually we will make a format regarding this online objective test, and it will evaluate automatically, we won't correct. So please read and reread. If you find any difficulty, if you have any doubt, you are free to ask me through message in WhatsApp. So this much is today, my dear students. So you please go on studying all this. Thank you.